Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go. Yao Yao, this is Yao Yao. She's adorable. Look at her. Look at her go. She's my favorite because she's just so adorable. Yeah, this is Yao Yao. And cursed Yao Yao, I think I still have the picture. This is what happened. I was editing a video one time and I happened to pause it on a frame and Yao Yao looked like this. And that's cursed Yao Yao. Like it showed up for exactly 2 frames. And yeah, that's cursed Yao Yao. So there's cursed Yao Yao and then there's like normal Yao Yao. And cursed Yao Yao is very chaotic. Normal Yao Yao, very responsible. Okay, I don't know if you can read that, but Lissy says, if any new players are watching the stream, if you need any help, I'm always willing to help new players on the EU server. But yeah, exciting. Yeah, oops, Termite, I can see your message and you are accurate. I don't remember if I blocked that or not. I don't think I did on purpose, but it would have automatically blocked it because I swear. Okay, where am I going? Oh yes, I'm actually gonna meet Zhongli because it's time. Where am I going? Wait, am I still in 2-player mode? As in, did I switch back out? I guess we're gonna find out in a second when I teleport somewhere. Yes, that is exactly what Yao Yao does. Yao Yao's the kind of one who tells you to That's not what I meant. Oh no, I am in 1-player mode. Oh, Lissy also says, just ask for my UID and I will give. So, yeah. Yes. Yao Yao is exactly, because Yao Yao's also the one who like realizes you haven't eaten dinner yet and starts aggressively cooking you a sandwich. Not a sandwich, because a sandwich wouldn't require cooking, but you know. Aggressively starts making you a sandwich in disappointment for your lack of self-care. Which is why I think it's so funny that she's like best friends with Chi-Chi, who is a bit of a mess. But we love Yao Yao. Anyway, let's go talk to Zhongli. Finally. Here he is. No, that's not Zhongli. That's Fairy Lady. It could be a toasted sandwich. That is true. Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests. Dime, I'm finally doing it. We're back on the quest. We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here? Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank. Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Oh no, Fatui. Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay. Okay, I guess we're gonna go to the bank. Live, laugh, love Yao. Yes, we love. I love Yao Yao. Yao Yao is my favorite. Like nothing you could say would convince me otherwise. Because Yao Yao is adorable. Yao Yao's also a healer, and I've always been more inclined to the healers because healers mean no die. Like it's all well and good having a super strong character if you then die immediately. I also went the wrong way. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. But I think this is recoverable. I need to be on that staircase, so I'm gonna just like jump over. And then this should be fine. Oh no, maybe this is the right way. I don't know if you can get here a different way. Oh no, there's a staircase there. I went the wrong way. But that's okay. Oh my god, it's these two. Aren't these the two that were having like a romance secretly? I kind of want to see if their dialogue's changed. There's a chest in the bank. It gives tons of Mora. Ooh, I don't know if I've seen that yet. Are you talking to me? It's been a while since I don't recall wishing to actually socialize people here. The thing is, I wanted this in the same dialogue, but they always... Okay, wait to try to fit in first. But I feel like this is the same dialogue I've read. Oh, she left. I thought that they would... Where did she go? I guess he was destined to be alone, because I thought that they were like 2 guards on the same, like different shifts, same place. There's a chest in the bank. It gives tons of Mora. Could it be the million Mora you were asking for? No, sadly. Okay, you call this cooperation between harbingers. Cooperation involves communication, you know. That evil lady. Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived. Hey, it's Zhongli and Child, and you're also one of the Harbingers. It's you two. I believe we've met once before in the City of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Alright, I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend. We gotta stay calm. Well, if it isn't Kaiko, this is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say? Yes, I would say. Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger. Oh, no, don't say that. I'm sure I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together. Didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal, we just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Signora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. Zhongli? So actually, I think... Stop wasting time child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind, the Gnosis, please. The what now? What in the world are you talking about? Zhongli, what did you do? The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed upon thee, for my promise is solid as stone. What are you on about? The contract is fulfilled. That is the frickin' Gnosis! How sanctimonious! These frickin' Rex Lapis. Wait, so you're the Lord of Geo? No, wait, that's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui? I do not give it for free, I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for which it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I. Okay, and why did you feign your death? Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you when splat, this big dragon falls out of the sky and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster. Haha, gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right? Wait, what? Perhaps it's best that I explain. You did tell me to look at the Archon's face, but also they all look the same. Everyone has the same face, especially because the statues hide like half of the features. So I don't think like maybe I could have seen the hairstyle, but he has like the hood. But everyone's like base, because these are all characters in a game, all the faces are basically the same, like the base face. And then you put like colors on there, but there are no colors on the statue. You did tell me, I just didn't get it. Okay, perhaps best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbour, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You've finished your duties, go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties? Oh, Zhongli! But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. I feigned my own death and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Did you have a backup plan? That's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now. So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control? Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him to. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity. In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence, this despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, traveler! All of these things turned out as I had planned. There was only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue, but when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors and use the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue. That doesn't sound good. On the contrary, I think it's excellent. I'd always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me, and it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old. What about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark. I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. Wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down, the Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city. Huh? Just whose side are you on? Mocking me like that. Are you itching for a fight? We were both equally fooled. Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no? I mean, you did disturb the peace, though. Oh, well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to... Oh god, okay, Zapoliani Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Come, child. Ugh, fine, I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you. Do as you wish. I'm still confused about what this contract was. Why would he... Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me? I want to know what could be worth it. Right, as Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for Gnosis. Realistically speaking, there is no such thing. Huh? However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon, my contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys. What? That was such a non-answer answer. Zhongli! You don't know. Explain. Paimon can't absorb so much information at once. So Zhongli, what sort of contract did you sign? Paimon's so curious. One of the clauses of our contract was not to divulge any of its contents. Great. Okay, so he was the Archon all along. He handed over his Gnosis willingly. Willingly. I hate it. Why would you do that willingly? I bet he's a fan fave. Every single mother that has seen his character loves Zhongli. Everyone loves an edgelord. Yep, should have one eye covered by the fringe though for maximum edge. No, it was not obvious due to the statue. Okay, you know what? We've got to go to a statue after this to see whether or not it was obvious. But first of all, Soft Hyphen said something about a chest, and now I kind of want to know if there is a chest. Or if, like, I already got the chest, or if I've just failed to get the chest. It's got to be here somewhere. Like, because I don't remember getting one, but also I don't... Maybe I did already get it? But I feel like if it was a valuable chest, it'd be better hidden. So maybe I did already get it? I don't know. Well, we'll have another look. If I can't find it, then I will assume I already got it at some point and just forgot that I did that. Where am I supposed to be going? Can I climb on this? No. I feel like I'm too short, because for once I can't climb the walls. Usually I can climb all the walls. But this time I can't. I don't see a chest, so either I'm being really dumb or I already got it? You got it, I think. Okay. BD8D, hi guys, I'm back. Broke my arm in the last couple of weeks. I was unable to type on the web browser. I tripped on a large rock right next to us. I hope you're okay? But also, I think tripping over a large rock that was next to a small rock is kind of iconic. I must know, was this while you were looking for chives on the mountains? I mean, I know your arm is broken, but like, relatively okay. Like, factoring in the broken arm, are you relatively okay? I need to leave the bank. We're gonna go to a statue, actually, because we need to look at the face. Relative to the rest of my body, the arm is... Okay, yeah, relative to the rest of your body. Oh, after dust settles, something, something, something. Today is the day of the rite of parting. Follow the road to the Yujing Terrace. Okay, but first of all, we're gonna go look at one of these statues. Where's... Here's a statue. Okay. We're gonna stare at the statue, and we're gonna see if it would have been obvious, because I don't think it was. But maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Okay, let me go... Okay, maybe I think we need to be Yelan because Yao Yao's too short, her perspective is wonky. Okay, have I done that already? I might have to get... Okay. Can we get closer? But I don't want to get too close. How is that obvious? I don't think that's obvious. I don't think it's that obvious. Climb up the statue. Okay, I'll try and climb up the statue. Okay, let me swap to... Well, one, I want Ningguang for... Oh, wait, no. I want to do it over here. I want Ningguang for reasons. Because I want her to do the thing. And then I'm going to get Kaiko. Because I think Kaiko has... Oh, I forgot to switch to that party. Because Kaiko has the rock. Not the rock. Yes, the rock, but the special rock. So, Kaiko has this rock, which will make it easier to climb up there. Okay. I mean, I don't think it's obvious. I mean, does it look like Zhongli? Now I know it's Zhongli, yes. But like, not specifically only Zhongli. This is just a generic man. Okay, Oh! Okay, let me... Okay, BD8D, I think you gotta stop swinging the arm. Oh, hello, May 97... Well, 9710, but I'm trying to figure out if I should have said 9710 or 9710. Anyway, hello, May. It's nice to see you. I hope you enjoy whatever we're doing. We finally found out who Rex Lapis was, and now we're gonna go do the thing. Oh, thank you for following. And then we're gonna go and like, I don't know what we're doing. I think we're finally gonna hold the funeral for the body of the fake body. Well, there is a body, but like, not his body, because apparently Zhongli's still alive. Anyway, BD8D, I have no idea how you check the early signs of gangrene. You can aim Starfell's sword. Is Starfell's sword this thing? Let me check. Let me see. Oh, it is. Okay. Yes. I know you can aim it, but am I good at aiming it? No. This is just a generic man, edgy teenage me when people showed me their celebrity crushes. I mean, honestly, mood. But okay, so I see. I don't see it. I mean, I can see why it would be Zhongli, but okay. This is the face of the statue. And then this is Zhongli, I don't see how this man couldn't also be child. I mean, I guess the hair is in a little bit of a different place, but I don't think it's that specific. Okay, that's me today. What happened? Yes, it's a whole mood. A hold to aim it. Okay. Let me see. Oh! You can! How have I not done that before? Okay, I can't play Genshin, so I watch other people playing it. Oh! Well, okay, based on the fact that you're watching other people playing on it, I don't know how much of like the plot you know, but I'm probably a little bit further behind than most people because I started playing maybe, it was near the beginning of the year, so like January, and I've only been doing things on stream, which means like this is as far as I've got in terms of plot. So if you know other plot details, please don't tell me. But also, if I say things that don't make sense, I am sorry. I can explain things if I remember what they meant, but like fair warning. I don't know. It's because half the people here play Genshin, half the people don't. And so half the people are always confused and half the people are like, can you please get a move on? You're like missing part of the plot that I want to tell you about, but I can't tell you about it because you haven't done it yet. Okay. Okay. You're as far as my father account, but I know a ton. Oh, you know what? Fair. It's because I actively tried so hard not to spoil it, and then I saw a whole bunch of spoilers, but I mostly only saw character spoilers. As in, it was my own fault. I looked them up by mistake. Okay, it was on purpose, but I was like, I have enough self-control to not look at the spoilery ones, and then I didn't have enough control to not look at the spoilery ones. 3 wishes. I don't think I've... No, I'm still in the quest. I don't think I have the 3 wishes yet. Wait, no, it's the wrong button. It's this thing. It's in here, isn't it? Oh, I do! No, I haven't finished it yet. I can't get my 3 wishes. I told you, we were too early. But something was happening because it had a little notice. Why it had a notice, I don't know. But it was telling me I'd done something. That's gonna be cute. Yeah. If the rock doesn't finish your arm, people are just generic mad and that's okay. I mean, you know what? Yes. sometimes it's just like that. Okay, where was I? Oh, I see. First of all, I need to switch my characters back before I get confused, but first, there's a thing nearby, an Oculus. Where is it? I don't know. I'm assuming on top of this building, so we're gonna try and get it. Anyway. Soft life, and I don't get celebrities either. Like, you could ask me for ages. Some people are like, oh, do you know this guy? And I'm like, no. And they're like, he was in this movie, and I was like, yeah, that still means nothing to me. Like, I am terrible at... Oh! I'm terrible at celebrities. And I always have been, and I always will be. Because that's just how it is. I know a couple, though, because other people tell me about them. But other than that, assume I know nothing. So someone's always like, do you know this guy? And I'm like, no. And then they have to tell me who they played in a movie that I happen to have watched. And I haven't watched a whole lot of movies that a lot of people seem to have watched. So a lot of the times I still don't get the reference, and they're just like, what's wrong with you, Kaiko? Why don't you understand my reference? I also am confused, but there's a guy here. Yes, this is the spot. The first Grandmaster stood right here and narrowed his eyes into a cold stare, which he fixed firmly on the vile dragon before him. What are you doing? I'm a novelist, doing some research for my latest work. I originally came to Liyue looking for the author of A Legend of Sword, but then I happened across some works on the rise and fall of the Guhua clan. He would love Xingqiu. I think it was Xingqiu. I thought, what a great topic to write about, so I've decided that I'm going to kickstart my writing career with a swashbuckling Guhua masterpiece. Chapter 1 opens with the Grand Master fighting the dragon. Did you know this was the very spot where he was standing? Tell me about the Guhua clan. Well, it was once a flourishing organization in Liyue. Back then, they were even called the Guhua Brotherhood. But now, there are few, if any, who would call themselves Guhua disciples. I bought a batch of swords from someone who claimed to be a Guhua disciple some days back. He claimed that they were the clan's hidden treasures. But the boss at the smithy informed me 2 days later that they were just run-of-the-mill weapons. I didn't think the charlatans from Liyue could be so deceitful. Well, these swords are a burden to me as is, so why don't you take them, out of sight, out of mind, as they say. Oh, 3 swords! But also, I didn't click his other dialogue, so we gotta click his other dialogue. In case it was interesting. What's A Legend of Sword? You know, it's a strange one. The author, Master Zhongli, is huge in Inazuma and Fontaine, but no one in Liyue has ever heard of him, even though he was born and raised here. The book is hands down a classic. There are plenty of copycat authors in Inazuma, but none has achieved anywhere near the same level of success. He is, as they say, inimitable. Okay, that was interesting. How are you supposed to get up? Oh, there's a staircase. Classic move there. Someone told me to Google Chris Pine once, and every picture of him looks like a different person. Okay, it's on the roof. Okay. Oh, first... Okay, we gotta switch back now, because nobody here has fire, so I can't get this chest. Then we're going to... Is it not? Wait, oh, am I saying Inazuma and it's Inazuma? Why is it... Okay, you know what? I'll have to look this up later. Because it should be Inazuma. Why is it... Okay. Again, with my pronunciation. Is it Enazu. Oh well, I guess I'll look that up later to double check. That's how I'm like correctly interpreting what you're trying to tell me. Okay, I'm on the roof now though, so that's good. We can go over here and grab the Oculus, which is over here. Nope, I am too short, which I think means I'm gonna have to climb this thing, or I've got to get Kaiko back out here and her little rock thing. Oh, Inazuma. Is that not what I'm saying in, so it's Inazuma. I also missed. Okay, you know what? I'll look this up later. It's less relevant currently because we haven't gone there yet. But I will look it up. Or I'll just hope that somebody says a voiceover line relating to it and then I can copy the voiceover line. That's my plan anyway. Okay. So, am I going to be able to get it this time? Yes. And now I'm wondering if I've been over... No, I must have, because it's next to the statue. So I probably did talk to those people. Which means I can go back to Liyue now. Like the harbour part, and we can continue on. Where are we go? Oh, okay, we're going up to the top, which means we're gonna teleport because easy. You'll go there soon. True, I will go there soon. But that's a future me problem. That is a problem that I can look up later today or tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I just got my head around the other Chris's, but then the Chris cinematic universe threw me that curveball. Yeah, there are so many Chris's. If you pronounce it wrong, it will sound like a silly voice, which will go down well with me. I'm glad you appreciate my pronunciations, because turns out I've been saying everybody's name wrong, like, repeatedly. I don't know why they're talking about Chris Pine. Chris Pine is an actor. The only thing I know him from is he was in Wonder Woman. And I think we're talking about him because I called Zhongli a generic man, and they found him to be a generic man. Can we hear? No, we're not hearing the Paimon voice again. Okay, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head. The Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they? Come on, do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him child. Oh lol, he's getting blamed for the death. The Fatui, they certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks... Shh, lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time. How did the Fatui get such a big hold on, like, everybody's... Because they seem to be in every single city. Like, how did they end up there? I was wondering how you knew how to pronounce the names. Apparently the answer is chat hive mind. No, basically, there are, being a Paimon voice, mess around with the voice audio slider for an achievement. Ooh, well, I mean, I did mess around. I've turned the voice on and off, but I don't know if there's a specific setting it has to be on to get the achievement, but if you're just messing with it, I have. Now basically, I don't know how to pronounce the names, and that is the problem. Because normally, if I had the voiceover on, which I turned off in case of potential copyright problems, and also, what am I supposed to talk about? Every time I talk to somebody, you just hear voiceover lines. Like, what am I supposed to do? I just sit there in silence. So anyway, because of that, it means that when characters introduce themselves, usually if you had the voiceover, you'd hear their names. And so I don't hit so I just have to guess based on the written words of how the name is pronounced until later when I click on the voice, I turn the sound up and then it goes, hello, my name is pronounced some different way than I was pronouncing it. And then that's just how it ends up happening. So there is like a proper ways, but also it kind of depends on which one it is. See, I call it Diluk, but according to somebody's voice notes, it's Diluk. And that upsets me, so I'm going with Diluk. But things like that. So I don't really know how you're supposed, like, I know how you're supposed to find out, but also apparently sometimes the voice actors get it wrong. Like, I definitely heard someone called Liyue, not Liyue, and I refuse to believe it's not Liyue because that's not how you pronounce it. That's just fundamentally incorrect. Played it back and forth for like 30 seconds. Oh, cool, interesting. Kaiko, you could just ask me for the pronunciations. That is true, I could. I figured if it was bad enough, you'd probably just correct me anyway. Yeah, some voice actors pronounce it different, so I just have to... I think you can Google it for the consensus. But I figured if I'm saying it wrong enough, you'll get annoyed and someone will tell me, Kaiko, you're doing it wrong. Which is kind of what's been happening. Or I will discover it by accident and, like, either choose to ignore it or Not doing it. It's so funny how you can't pronounce words that already exist, but yet you pronounce my name, which isn't even a real word. Your brain's very weird. My brain is the most bizarre place. To be fair, I am bad at English. They're just confused. Yeah, everyone's confused. I'm confused. The VAs are if the VAs can't even get it right, how am I supposed to get it right? But it is true. It took me forever to realize that epitome was spelt epitome, because I was reading epitome and saying epitome, and then not realizing they were the same word and just thinking they were like two words with the same word. MG saying I'm bad at English even though it's my first language. Yeah, exactly. I cannot spell and I cannot speak. I'm just a mess. Doing something wrong and waiting for people to correct you is a great way to get free info. Exactly! You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere? I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it. And to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis too. Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same? Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Ugh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I've never heard of such a person in all my years. Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millith over there. Looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first. Okay. Yeah, epitome. Yes, but forever I was reading it as epitome and not realizing I was just reading it incorrectly. Like, I knew epitome was a word. I just didn't realize that it was spelt epitome. So yeah. Oh, okay, Lissy, have fun. So yeah, I've just brained, and the thing is, the reason I have so much trouble with the names is because most of them are not English names. If they were English names, there's a higher chance. Okay, apart from Harbinger, which I was saying wrong. That one's on me. But Adepti is the Latin. It comes from Latin, which I should have got that one. But, you know, brain no. Okay, okay, bye, Lissy. Have a good night, Lissy. I hope to see you next time. Anyway, yes, English is very stupid. And it's because half of the names aren't English. That's where I'm struggling. Like, I refuse. I don't. Okay, maybe child is supposed to be English. But otherwise, and like Inazuma or Inazuma is, I think, Japanese, so that one is harder to guess. And same with like all of the names. Yeah, it's Harbinger, but I was calling it like Harbinger for like the last multiple days until I realized I was doing it wrong because it was on a voice note. Just smush a bunch of language together, that'll make sense. One day I'll be able to guess how to pronounce J and Q, but today is not that day. Yeah, Inazuma is, I think it's like Japan, as in I think it's based on Japan in terms of the names will be Japanese names. And the only reason I'm like, that one time I had to speak German and I just gave up. Purely, the only reason I can guess some of it is because German is relatively similar to English. I don't know how I'm going to guess the Japanese names, and I know that Sumeru or something, which again, don't even know if that's how you're supposed to say Sumeru, is I think based on the Middle East. I have no chance guessing how to say those names correctly. But because this is Chinese, I have a little bit of a step up there, but not by a lot because my Chinese pronunciation is also horrendous, but it's slightly better than the average person who's not Chinese. Okay, hear ye all the Qi Xing's words. There were dragon souls ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not, and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation. Okay, you just told us to not think about it. Kaiko Deep Lore. Hey Kaiko, a little reminder. Oh, my Streamly reminder! Thank you. Just ask someone. I mean, the thing is, I'm also Asian. Just my brand of Asian is China. So the Chinese speaking is not too okay, it's terrible, but it's not too terrible. But it's, you know, it's trying to get Inazuma. Japan is, and that's going to be questionable. German is not even in my realm. I took French and Spanish at school, not German. And I think Sumeru, no, I think Sumeru is supposed to be the Middle East, because it's a very Egyptian vibes if it's not supposed to be the Middle East. Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. They said he dies because it was a trial. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Qixing already have known that the Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Possible. Exactly, right. Oh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look. Okay. You could try to help with the German. Not that it's any good. To be fair, it was like basically there's just Mondstadt is Germany, but they just speak English. The only time they didn't is specifically Fischl decided to call herself the Prinzessin the Vertiliog or something, and yeah, that happened. Just call Inaz Japan. Yeah, but it's not. Also, you max out fullness. Achievements if you max out fullness of all your party characters. Okay. So don't move back to Vietnam because Florida's just weird. You know what? Fair. Florida seems like a strange place. Okay. Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over? As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returned to the heavens is the end of the contract, and it's also the end of an era. 3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash. We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous, but blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless. The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us. Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts, as we build a new age of prosperity? So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Qian. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add? Is she looking this way? Traveller. Oh, okay, we're getting called out in front of everybody. Yikes, she really is looking our way. Is that the traveller who they say defeated the ancient god? So young! The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts, and as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price, you deserve that much. Whoa! Okay, I bet Paimon asked for money. Oh, this woman's just staring at us. Okay, we're not gonna say anything. We're just staring blankly. Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters because of our brother? I forgot about that. Final farewell! Talk to the people about taking part in the rite. Okay. Who though? Who am I talking to? Anyone in... Oh, probably... But like, which... Anybody in particular or just people? I mean, only some of them have names, but like... Ask for 1 million Mora. I'm sure Paimon will ask. I hope you know the Traveller is as old as Sumeru Archon. I kind of got the vibe she might be a little bit ancient, but you know, could find no confirmations. And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here thinking you'd like it. But it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered to Rex Lapis. Oh my god, she thought she was gonna seduce us with her perfumes. Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say, and that's 3 gone in 1 stroke. Oh my god, this woman. I love and hate her simultaneously. Okay, let's see. Is Madame Ping one of the people we're supposed to talk to? As for the mortals and adepti of Liyue, what shape shall our relationship take from now on? She was one of the people. Okay, any of you? I mean, I know I saw the guy, the stone guy. He's over there. But I wanted to see if anybody... No, okay, this guy. Hello. Ah, Rex Lapis, Rex Lapis. Now that I think about it, if everyone's of the same mind as me, perhaps the Mentos of Rex Lapis might be the best short-term business opportunity. Look for Zhongli at the scene? Was he here the whole time? Is he just watching his own funeral? Honestly, that's a power move, actually, to come to your own funeral. I think you just have to ask 3 named characters. Yeah, Madame Ping's youth is just godly. We love Madame Ping. Okay, hello Zhongli. Oh, he's staring ominously. Hey Zhongli, look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed. Aha, why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right, if the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinye kiosk. Ha, that sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us as some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinye kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it? You're right, I do lack the Mora. But why do you lack Mora? As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora, but since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. Why didn't he make a whole bunch of money before he decided to become a mortal? When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as my Archon, so I had to rehearse a little for my new life. Oh, no wonder Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit. Well, we were only spending Fatui money, so you don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods, we also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. Haha, I must thank you for that, Kaiko. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli travelling the streets of Liyue with you. It was a fine journey. That is true, but there is no journey that does not end, no meetings without partings. Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven. I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbours Liyue by the sea... Okay, so... I think you guys are telling me I'm saying Inazuma wrong, so I'm guessing it, from what you've said, it's Inazuma, like... Inazuma, okay, very similar. Inazuma is presently closed. Closed? Yes, the nation has been closed by order of its deity. The Electro Archon, Baal, and just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma. Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden? That is the case, and since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun. Well, time to find out if I'm saying Shogun correctly. The Inazuma Shogunate. That said, the people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense. Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation? It's because of visions. What do you mean it's because of visions? Visions? When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their lives, the gods will look upon them with favour. This is what visions are, magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods. That's how people in Teyvat see it. But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree. Vision Hunt Decree? Yes, it was in order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god. They want to seize visions, but why? Aren't visions blessing from the gods? I should think that in the... Okay, what do you guys think? Inazuma's next gets struck by lightning. It was a second name of Inazuma. I'm gonna assume it's Inazuma. It's Raiden. Okay. I thought Kaiko was Kaiko. Yeah, I think that's my own fault. This is my bad pronunciation. I pronounced my own name wrong, so now it's Kaiko. Promulgating, that's a new word for me. Okay. I only looked over because I saw someone saying something about Raiden. Okay, so I should think that the Raiden Shogun's eyes... In the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity. Oh, that's harsh. The Anemo Archon is the... Oh, also I've been saying Barbatos wrong the whole time because it's apparently, according to one of the voices, it's supposed to be like Barbados, but Barbatos, and that upset me too much, so it's Barbatos now. The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden feels wrong too. Anyway, I'll look it up. The Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest onto the heavenly principles. Alright then, was there anything else you wish to know? Oh, we gotta ask all of these questions. Okay, about the trial. Aha, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing was so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. Oh! I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? Alright then, was there anything else you wish to know? Okay. Barbatos. Yeah, it is Barbatos, but it upsets me, so it's Barbatos. Because it's making me think of Barbados, and that's not... Actually, to be fair, I think Venti would love to be associated with Barbados, but yeah, it's too late. It's too late. It's Barbatos now. About child. About that, before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child. These are indeed false accusations, but it remains undeniably true. Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui. Are those poor Schneznayan diplomats? If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. Alright then, was there anything else? Okay, what about the Liyue Qixing? The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Keqing is absolutely right in saying this. Now though, I did Lord Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take government power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and the Adepti. Could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been... alright then, was that any... Okay. Mora. That's right, Zhongli, now that you don't have the Gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat? Since Morax is dead, are they all just going to disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work? The Mora present now will not vanish, but the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo Archon's power! They have no more money! Ugh, this is terrible, we're all about to run out of Mora, the world is coming to an end. Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just have to leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate. Then did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself? A private fund? This does seem like a good, logical, common sense idea that he did not do. It's a shame. What's a shame? It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. Alright then, well, okay, that's it. Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience, I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play. Okay, interesting. Oh, we finished the quest, lovely. Why is the Genshin plot about the economy? Yeah, sometimes the Genshin plot just hits a little bit too close to home. Like, we talked about the economy, there were so many things where we had to like... Well, I got hypothermia, I don't know why they included that in the game, but they did. Anyway, first of all, I think I've unlocked something. Teapot! Oh my god, I gave my little house! And then there's... and the fishing! Love it, okay. Oh wait, I need to finish the teapot to get the fishing, but that's not for now. The other thing I wanted to do was to collect my free wishes. Okay, I think that's my free wishes. Okay. I will... It's getting a bit late now, so I will use that next time. What else is it trying to tell me? Okay, so that's telling me about the pot. I got mail? Oh my god, it's Yao Yao's birthday! Yao Yao! Okay, I'm just reading this. Today is my birthday. I feel truly blessed to have my family and friends who have shown me care and support. As thanks, I hope you can honor me with your presence at my humble celebration. I await your visit. Alright, I think that should do it for the formal invitation. I checked carefully to make sure I got every word right. Manners matter, no. Without them, these special occasions wouldn't be special. Back to the topic. How about I cook some homemade dishes for you today? This morning, I plucked some fresh and juicy radishes. These little radishes may not look like much, but they are rich in nutrition, easy to store, and can be made into a variety of delicious dishes. That's not what that says. Into various delicious dishes. I'll cook every kind of radish dish today for you to try them out and see if they are to your liking. I can't help but remind you a healthy body is of utmost importance for any adventurer, so no matter what obstacles or difficulties you might encounter in the future, always remember to eat your meals properly. I love Yao Yao. She gave me 3 food items. Look at this, Yao Yao delivering. Like everyone else gives you like 1 or 2 things, but Yao Yao's giving me 3. We love Yao Yao. This is why Yao Yao's my favorite. Yeah, it's Yao Yao's birthday and the free wishes. I got my free wishes. Oh dear. Lol. Okay, both of you guys are just unlucky. Yeah, Yao Yao, we love Yao Yao. Okay, so I think that's about it. Let's see what quests I have now. Oh, there's interlude, okay. Why is it interlude chapter 2 act 2? Where's interlude chapter 1? Wait. Oh, there are so many quests now. Oh god, okay. Why are there so many quests? Why are there so many quests? Okay, so it looks like interlude chapter 1. There's chapter 1 act 4. Wait, is this? Oh, okay, chapter 1 is, so there's another Liyue chapter? Okay, then chapter 2 prologue. Oh, okay, this has got to be going to Inazuma because it's chapter 2. And then interlude chapter act 2. Oh, there's so many quests, but I think I have to do them in order. And then I think you need to do this one first, possibly, to do all the other one. Okay, so there's this chapter 1. Oh, chapter 1 act. No, that's the same. I'm so confused. Okay, so I think you've got to do this one first and then... Oh, maybe this one and this one happen first, and then once you've done that one, you unlock these other quests, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, Danzalef. I'm definitely saying that one. Okay, let me make my best guess. Dainsleaf. That's my best guess. That's my best guess. It's probably not Dainsleaf, but it's Dainsleaf for now. Okay. And then what's this one? It wants me to complete We Will Be Reunited. So, yep. This one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, everything. You gotta do everything first. Oh my god, I got a name right for once. It's vaguely like Dainsleaf. Okay, cool. You meet Yelan in Interlude Chapter 2. Okay, cool. Okay, so, however, so updates on what's happening next. The first thing I'm going to do next time is I'm going to do this, because this has a time limit of like 2 weeks. And obviously I haven't done the prerequisite, so I'm gonna do the quick start thing and we're just gonna have a go. So this is what I'm gonna do first. And then after that, I guess now I have a whole list of quests to do. And the thing is, I never finish like going through Dragonspine. And part of me wants to finish going through Dragonspine, but another part of me is still terrified and wants to just like get rid of some of these. So I might do this teapot one because I kind of want to unlock the teapot thing. I might go around Liyue because I think some of the Liyue quests, like I can see little exclamation marks in the corner. There's some quests here. I might collect them and then maybe I'll do one street. Okay, no. I might do a couple of those. I don't know, there's just too many quests now. And when I have too many quests, I get confused. But at least they sort of have a required order, so that should be fine. So yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.